chocolate. Just chocolate. I'm kidding. So, I was in bed this morning, or afternoon. I don't understand time anymore. And I decided to make a video on all of my decks of cards. Now, I know I haven't made a video in a while, and I'm going to try and make up some excuses. I've got exams coming up, and I just finished a theater production, a Shakespeare theater production. That's why I'm wearing my Shakespearean insult bandage. Thou sodden-witted lord, thou hast no more brains than I have in mine elbow. That's a scar. So anyway, I dug around the house and tried to find every single deck I have. Now I know for sure I'm missing some because I couldn't find one of my small decks of cards. But I've tried to sort all of them into piles, and we're just gonna go one pile at a time. And I got chocolate because chocolate helps me focus on long periods of time. Chocolate. This video is definitely not sponsored by Hershey's, by the way. Wink, wink. So, anyway, let's start with the first pile right here. So I'm gonna basically just go over every single deck in the pile, give it a rating, and I might in the description try and put links to all the decks of cards that I show in this video in case you want one. So anyway, this is my prize deck of cards. I'm giving it ASMR of me eating chocolate. I got chocolate on the microphone, dang it. So, we've got just a normal bicycle, well no, it's a jumbo bicycle deck of cards. And I put these pride stickers that I worked very hard on the deck. I actually sold some at school. I think I made about $30 off of them. So I think I like my stickers that I put on here. I think that was a good idea. And I made the stickers the same way I made my custom deck of cards. This is a pretty nice deck. That was smooth. And I would recommend maybe a 7 out of 10. It would be a 10 out of 10 if it had a cooler design on it. But this is just like your average design on all the cards. So, you're going to hear a lot of me talking with chocolate in my mouth in this video. Because I need chocolate. So, this next deck, here I'll start making a pile of decks I've already gone through. This next one I got at a magic store in New York City. If you've seen my previous videos, you've probably seen my Tannen's Magic video. Now, this is a very nice deck. I take it so many places, and it's generally really nice altogether. Now, I'm going to rate it 9.9 out of 10, only because it doesn't have a double-sided card on it, or in it. So if you don't know, a double-sided card is just a card that has the back design on it 2 times. So now, we've got Bicycle Asteroid. These are super cool, and this is what I mean by a double-sided card. It's got the back design on it twice, It's generally pretty smooth. It's a good game for card, or it's a good deck for card games. In the theater production we did, Much Ado About Nothing, there was a party scene in my character and a bunch of my theater friends' characters. We're all just supposed to be sitting somewhere doing something during the party scene. So we just decided to play a card game. And yeah, I'm not gonna get too sidetracked. That's why I got chocolate. So, my mythical creatures deck. This one is very nice. I've never heard of the company that makes these cards before. But if you're just getting into shuffling, this is the deck for you. Oh god. This is just a generally nice deck for shuffling. That's bad. Oh god. It's hard to do it with a bandage on your thumb. I'm not that bad. It's just, bandage. So the company that made these, here you can read it, is, I've never heard of them before, but they're good plastic cards. You don't have to worry about bending them if you are just now getting into shuffling. So that's good. I love Theory 11. Theory 11 is a great card company. They put a lot of detail into their cards, as you can tell by the box. In the back design, they put a crap ton of detail onto their cards. The new decks that you haven't used as much are generally pretty smooth, but they're prone to quickly lose their smoothness. Look, BB-8, about to smoke some plant. Wally reference. Okay. So, yeah. Theory 11, very nice deck of cards. Very nice company. I forgot to rate these ones. This one is 9 out of 10. It's 9 out of 10 because it lost some of its smoothness. And this one is maybe an 8 out of 10 just because they're not the greatest for fanning the cards. This would be 9.5 out of 10. Now, we're on to my science fiction cards. I got these in Washington, D.C. at, I think it was the Archives Museum. The Archives Smithsonian Museum. And these are super nice cards. I just hit my funny bone like 3 times on the same spot on the pool table. These are nice cards. They don't seem like that from that crappy fan that I just made. Okay, that one-handed fan was good. These are very nice cards. More chocolate. So yeah, they've got all sorts of old sci-fi movies on each card, and I just think this is such a cool deck. Ten out of 10. That's the first one. I'm giving a 10 out of 10 too. This is nice. And maybe I'm biased because I really like science fiction. I I broke it in the wrong spot. But yeah, I have a thing about science fiction. So these are cherry blossom cards that my friend bought really early. Well, not too early. We went to DC maybe like, I'm not going to reveal my exact birthday because some people on the internet are weirdos. But anyway, we went to DC maybe like 6 days before my birthday, and my friend remembered, and she bought me this deck while we were in DC as a birthday present and gave it to me at my party, and that was so nice of her. She also made me a really cool bracelet. But these cards, so smooth. I love them. You couldn't get more smooth than that. Alright, time to try the one-handed fan. Oh, that was nice. Yeah. These are good. Alright. If I could close this thing up. Those are 10 out of 10. Next pile. Let me see how many piles I have, and then we'll continue. So, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, this won't be as long as I expected, or maybe it'll be longer than I expected. So, we've got the B playing cards, the Metalux version of B playing cards. These are made by Bicycle, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. It says US, or never mind, because I can't read that. The US, or the United States Playing Card Company. I'm pretty sure that's Bicycle. Because that looks like a bicycle sticker right there. But these are nice. This deck is the one that first really got me into cardistry. Because they're just so smooth, and I just couldn't get enough of playing with this deck. So if I'm going to play with the deck, I want to learn some neat tricks for it. So yeah, this is a very nice deck. Though I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. The only reason it's not 10 out of 10 is because they're starting to wear on the back and the box is starting to tear. So, yeah, you can see why. But, yeah, that's nice. This, I probably won't be able to attach a link for. Because, you know, these I got in St. Augustine, Florida, if you can't tell. If you are illiterate, that's okay. It says St. Augustine, Florida on the cards. These are very smooth, and each card tells a fun fact about the city. It is actually pretty sure it's the oldest city in the U.S. Founded in 1565, St. Augustine is the oldest continuously occupied European settlement in the U.S. It's got the oldest port in the U.S. too. So it's an old city, and this is a nice deck. So if you're going to St. Augustine, where did I get these? I got these on my first day in St. Augustine. I'm trying to remember. I think I got them at the lighthouse right there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got them at the lighthouse in St. Augustine. So, yeah, that's nice. Edward Scissorhands. deck of cards. Used to be my mom's, now they're mine. Rick's products. I hadn't heard of them until I got this deck. So, they're good plastic style cards. They've got all sorts of neat pictures on all the cards. I really enjoy this deck. It's good for card game with my theater friends, because my theater friends are the most cultured people I know. So, they're gonna know the Edward Scissorhands movie. Now, my Mustang deck of cards. These, my grandmother just... Oh, I've gotta rate these other ones. I keep forgetting to do that. 9 out of 10. Well, actually, no. These are gonna be 10 out of 10. And these are... I need more chocolate. I can't focus. Those would probably be 9 out of 10. Just because they're not the smoothest cards in the world. But they're pretty nice. The Mustang deck. The cards themselves are smaller than your average set of playing cards. So if you're starting to get into cardistry and you've got small hands, it's a good deck. Yeah, it's pretty smooth. And I like the picture on it. Just your basic card style on all of the playing cards. But it's a pretty nice deck. I will say that. So I would give that a 9.5 out of 10. Mini playing cards. I forgot about the whole pile system I set up. And I just grabbed these because I left them in the side because they weren't really on a pile, and now it's too late. These are great for cardistry if you have small hands. They're pretty smooth in general, and that's not your average back design. It's a different one than the normal design on the back of cards. And these I enjoy. They're neat to... Whenever I'm wearing my fancy dress clothes for school, because I go to a private school and we have to do that often. This is a good deck to keep on you so your pockets aren't really bulging out too far. The only reason I'm not giving it a 10 out of 10, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10, is because the cards will bend easily. I do want to try and get a card press, so that'll be nice. This one's a bit dusty, and again, if you stay updated with my channel, you've probably seen my... Oh, I just bumped the microphone. You've probably seen my video where I review these cards. These couldn't get any cooler. I got these at Disney Springs, and these are just the coolest cards I've ever had. Look at that. I also use these in my How to Play the Game War video that I made with my sister Annabelle, where she showed off her fingers. That's a joke I have here at this channel, where my sister has nice fingers. Don't quote me on that, but you just watch the video. Watch all my videos. Give them all thumbs up. Subscribe! Please turn on that notifications bell. Alright, now this just turned into a plea for help. I don't need that. I need more chocolate. That's what I need. I'm supposed to grab the whole pile. Darn it. I told you, I need more chocolate. I got these at the Pirate Museum in St. Augustine. I got a lot of decks at St. Augustine. You're gonna see more. But, yeah. These are very nice cards. I like the thing on the back. I'm going to give them an 8 out of 10 just because of the paper it's made out of. It's like a very thin paper coated in a lot of plastic. Oh, I gotta put the paper case back on the box. But overall, they're pretty nice. So, yeah. Now, here is my Mickey Mouse deck of cards. If you've seen my previous videos, the one where I do a magic trick for Mickey at Disney World, if you haven't, go check it out. It's really cool. Chocolate stuck in my throat. These are very nice cards. It's got the gold foil on the side and all of your favorite characters on the cards. So, I like this deck. And I got these for Disney's 50th anniversary. So, I got this gut feeling that they would go up in value, so I bought another one. Now this one I'm leaving sealed up in the plastic until it's a whole lot of money. So yeah. More St. Augustine cards. Wow. Oh, the Disney cards would probably be 10 out of 10. Definitely. So these are nice cards. I like the picture on the back. It reminds me of me and my younger cousin playing soccer on the beach after we waited like forever for this one restaurant. Like maybe 2 hours for our food. And there was a beach nearby, so we waited like a good 45 minutes to even be seated. So, yeah, but the food was good. Or maybe it was just good because I was so hungry. But yeah, this brings back good memories. Just your average design on the back. But overall, they're pretty nice. The cards that come in these plastic cases, I really don't know how I feel about the plastic case. On one hand, I appreciate how it doesn't really fall apart as quickly as the paper boxes do. But on the other hand, they take up more space in your pocket and they do get scratched and cracked. Like the other St. Augustine, or the first St. Augustine deck I showed. But I'm going to give these an 8 out of 10. Goodness, my body can't decide if I've got burps or hiccups. Next deck. I love the whole Percy Jackson Heroes of Olympus, Trials of Apollo, Kane Chronicles series. Also Magnus Chase. But anyway, I basically just took some of the Maverick playing cards and made them customized, similar to my how to customize your own deck of cards. And yeah, the Maverick decks are pretty good. They're very smooth. And unlike the other ones that I said had more plastic than paper, I feel like these have the right ratio of plastic coating to paper. So yeah, I've got the prophecy on the back and a cute little picture of everyone on the front side, so that's nice. And the Maverick decks, 9 out of 10. Now this is the Divernon deck that my friend got for me because I have such great friends. It's a really simple design on the back, but these are smooth cards. I can't get over how smooth these cards are. They're amazing. Everything about this deck I love. Now, shout out to my friend. His name is Griff, and his dad is a fairly famous author. So, if you've ever heard of Kevin Wilson, the author, his son gave me this deck. So yeah, we go to school together. I know his dad. Me and my friend have known each other since kindergarten, pretty much. So yeah, that deck, 10 out of 10. So this is just a pretty basic deck of playing cards. I got these at an airport, the airport in Nashville. Me and my friends went to this little shop in the airport that was like really far away from the gate to our airplane. I've got a lot of funny stories about this trip. So we basically ran all the way to this store because we had so little time before the plane took off. Or we thought we did. And then I got there and realized I left my wallet back with my suitcase at the gate with my teachers. So I had to run all the way back, then to the gate, and then back to the shop. And then I bought these, some Coca-Cola. My friend bought one, and I accidentally drank some of hers thinking it was mine. That was funny. And, what did I get? I got a bag of high chews and my friend, who I accidentally drank some of her Coke, she bought one for her girlfriend because she ate all of her girlfriend's high chews, and I thought that was funny. So anyway, yeah, I got these cards at that little shop. After we went there, me and my friend, we both ran all around the airport trying to find a coffee shop because Coca-Cola and high chews isn't the greatest breakfast. So we each got chocolate muffins at this one coffee shop because the other one had a freakishly long line, and we ended up we didn't have enough time to have them heating up, so we just ate cold muffins that were since they were kind of frozen to the paper, so we just gave up and ate it with the paper. Wasn't the greatest choice. But after we went to that first shop, then there was a software update that needed to be done, so our flight got delayed some. So then we went to the coffee shop and got paper muffins. It was pretty good, even with the paper. But yeah, these are nice cards. God, I get so sidetracked, but I love sharing my stories about the DC trip. So yeah, then me and my friend, a different friend, sat next to each other on the plane and played played regular 80s games on a knockoff Game Boy I have. And that was fun. But anyway, these cards are very nice cards, and they're pretty smooth. These are also pretty small compared to the average deck, so again, good cards if you're starting to practice cardistry. So yeah, I like these, and they've got that new card smell. I've got a problem, but cards are my passion. I'm just gonna give these in a 9 out of 10 just because the box doesn't have, like, you see, this deck has this little loop right here so you can open the lid better. This deck does not. So you gotta, like, dig at it with your fingernail to get it open. So, yeah. That's the only thing I don't like about this deck. Now, I think we're gonna go with this deck here. How long have I been recording for? Half an hour. Okay, it's fine. It's gonna take me forever to edit this and get all the links. We're gonna start with this deck, my $100 bill deck of cards. So I'm opening it from the wrong end. See, this is why I love this little loop here. I got these in DC as well, in a little underground thrift store, where I also got a nicer fanny pack. Yes, I know, I do wear those, because they're handy. They're handy, gosh dang it! And anyway, it can hold a poop ton of cards, along with, I think it held about like 5 decks of cards, along with my phone, wallet, and 2 Cliff Bars. It's got a lot of room inside. So anyway, me and my friend Eli, who also does card magic, we're playing Uno with this deck of cards in the hotel room that we were staying at. And he had such a nice hand of poker, and he got so mad because we weren't playing poker, because, you know, it would have been such a nice hand. So I'm gonna show the picture on the screen right about now. So yeah, it was a very nice hand he had. Now these cards are pretty cool. I like the shiny finish on them. I've got another deck similar to these, and when you turn them side to side like this, it can look kind of trippy if you look at the diamonds on there. So yeah, these are very nice cards. I'm going to give them a 9.5 out of 10 just because the box is sharp and pokey. And I think some of the coating is peeling off, so it's just clear plastic. Now, more cards. These are pirate cards that I also got in St. Augustine. So yeah, these are pretty smooth cards. That was a bad card. Much nicer. But these are pretty cool cards, I will admit. And they've each got different paintings on each card. I really do like them, so I'm gonna give them a 10 out of 10. I don't often give cards 10 out of 10s, but those are 10 out of 10s. More chocolate. Okay. I can already feel your envy. Christmas vacation cards. My grandma, who lives up in New York, got me these, and I cannot thank her enough. So yeah, when we went to New York to that magic shop, we were staying at my grandma's house, and okay, time for another story. So, on Christmas Eve, I was awake till maybe 4 in the morning, because my brain was like, oh, you better wake up early so you can open all your presents with your younger sister. And I knew the moment I thought that I wasn't going to sleep, because whenever I know I've got to wake up early, I stay up super late because insomnia. And Christmas was good. I was running on little to no sleep for all of Christmas. And then the day after Christmas, we had to leave at like 3 in the morning to drive to New York. I didn't get any sleep that night. I was like in my bed for hours and hours and hours, and after a while my mom came into my room asking if she could sleep in there because Dad was snoring too loud. And I think she dozed off a couple times, but I was still awake the whole time because I cannot sleep. And anyway, we get to our grandparents' house. They're super happy to see us. Me, Grandpa, and my sister go to this authentic New York pizza place. Good pizza. And then after that, or I think it was the next day that we got our presents, my grandma gave me these and a really nice camping sleeping bag, like the kind that will keep you really warm, and also a camping pillow, like in the inflatable kind. Also a glow-in-the-dark Rubik's Cube. That's a nice Rubik's Cube. It was very smooth. But anyway, even with all this chocolate, I'm still getting sidetracked. These are very nice, smooth cards. Yeah, this is going to be a very long video. So, yeah, I'm going to be editing this for days on end. These are nice. I like all the different pictures on all the cards. Yeah, it's a good deck. Great for the holidays. So yeah, I like this deck. 10 out of 10. Royal Casino. I got these from my friend, a different friend. I got so many friends. I'm just so cool. And yeah, he gave me these because he just found them in his backpack and asked me if I wanted them. Now, I carried them in my pocket for a while, and the box started falling apart. So that's why I've got it wrapped in climbing grip tape, because it's a generally good deck to have when you're climbing, because it's not going to slip out of your pocket. So if you have just an average deck of cards, wrap it in climbing grip tape. It's not going to fall out of your pocket. So, it's pretty cool. It reminds me of the B cards. And I like the cards that come with the poker hand rankings. Those are nice to have when you're playing poker. So, yeah. This deck, probably 9 out of 10. Sorry to my friend that it's not a 10 out of 10, but hey, they can't all be winners. The only thing about it is I had trouble getting it back in the box. Even before I had the climbing grip tape, it was still just hard to get into the box. Alright, good. The microphone's still rolling. Now, here's my national cards, Theory 11. Not sponsored. These are great cards, and the box is literally falling apart. Look at this. Look at this. But if I were to get these cards again, I definitely would. I got them at a Barnes & Noble for $3. If you regularly buy Theory 11, you'd know that it's not $3. But these are some of my early cards that I've had, and I lost these like a long time ago, and then found them under like my dad's nightstand. And then once I had that whole thing, my biggest mistake, where I basically mixed all my cards together, I sorted through it and pulled out all the national cards, but then I realized I had lost the box, and then I found it like 3 weeks later. But overall, 9 out of 10, just because after a while they do start to wear out and they're not as smooth, and as you can see, the box is falling apart. So, where did I even find these? Not gonna lie, I have no idea where I got these. I can't remember if I found them backstage in theater. And it's like, I'm gonna save that deck because no one's gonna use that because it's falling apart. Or if I found it at my grandma's house, because I love you, Grandma, but your house is a mess. They're pretty basic cards. I'd be shocked if I managed to find online where I got these cards. Keep finding more in the box. But, yeah. They've got an old feeling to them. Alright, so here is just your average Maverick deck of cards. It's the same one that I use for my Heroes of Olympus cards, because you know me. I got these at a Secret Santa, or not Secret Santa, what was it? White Elephant game that me and my friends were playing at Christmas. And basically, how we were playing is like, if someone picks the deck, or picks the present, then someone can steal it, or get unopened present. And one friend opened the present and saw that it had a deck of cards in it. So I go to a different friend who's sitting next to me and I say, I'll pay you $5 if you steal that present so I can steal it from you, so it'd be locked in with me. They went through, and I think I still owe $5, but I've got a Maverick deck now. Probably wasn't the greatest choice I ever made, but there was a bunch of other neat games in the present bag. So yeah, I did get a sweet score. My Hoyle, yes, I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right, Hoyle waterproof cards. Oh, I still haven't cleaned these. Alright, another story coming up. So, in Boy Scouts, me and a bunch of friends went caving, and I brought this deck with me because, you know, everyone needs a waterproof deck of cards when they're caving. And my friend who I paid $5 for the Maverick deck was there, and her 3 other siblings were there. And then another one of my friends in Boy Scouts were there. And we went in a cave And then we crawled through like this really narrow space. I think like the ceiling from the floor was like maybe this far apart. No, it was definitely further. Maybe like 1.5 feet of space between the floor and the ceiling. And we crawled through that with like our headlamps and stuff. And then we get into this small opening. And then we turn off all our headlamps and take advantage of everyone not being able to see me pulling up a song. If you know me, you know what song I played while everyone was susceptible to any song I played. I rickrolled everyone. So that was fun. And then my friend and her siblings and my other friend all played War with like 6 people in a cave. So that was fun. And yeah, anyway, these cards, 10 out of 10, I will need to wash them because it's still got clay from the cave on it. But yeah, that's a nice deck of cards. After this pile, we still got 3 more. How long is it? Alright, 46 minutes. Oh my god. Now, I might cut out some parts of the video, but I might need to start speeding up. When was the last time I rated a deck? Oh my god. So, I don't know if I did rate these, but 5 out of 10. The lowest rating I've given so far. And 9 out of 10, just boring design. And yeah, 10 out of 10, just big box, but still 10 out of 10, because they're such nice. Alright, now my Minim cards. I got these at the Frisk Art Museum in Nashville. I'm going to speed this up a lot. Basically, there's like as little design on these as possible while still having a functional deck of cards. They're a better plastic deck than the Mythical Creatures deck, because they're a lot more smooth. I don't have the right camera angle for that, but that was a very nice bridge. So, yeah. 9 out of 10 just because the box is starting to come apart. No, screw that. 10 out of 10. That's such a great deck. Alright. Casino Quality Vegas brand playing cards. These are very nice cards. My friend, who I accidentally drank some of her cherry coke, and we ate the paper muffins, got me these, along with that giant chocolate bar that you saw me eating. That was terrible. Jeez. Not the chocolate, that card fan. Oh, that was nice. Or nicer. So, yeah, these I would probably give 10 out of 10. They're a great deck for card games, because you don't have to worry about, like, the back design getting mixed up, because, like, of upside down cards and stuff. I tend to get sort of picky about that. Alright, so I just knocked some cards on the floor, and I need more chocolate. So, this is the regular B cards. I showed the Metalux kind, now here's just the regular kind. These are just as nice as the other ones. Just the other ones, like a tad bit cooler. Just because of the whole Metalux design. So these I'm giving whatever the rating was on the last one, maybe lower it by 0.5. I forget what the rating was on the last one. Now, these are my golden cards. The top came off of the box, so I just hold them in there with rubber bands. But anyway, they're pretty similar to the $100 bill ones. I've had these for a long time, and I do like them a lot. It's just it doesn't have the greatest box, is what I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna give these 8 out of 10, just because, you know, the box is falling apart. Oh, this is an old deck. This is my Bicycle Stargazer deck. I've had this for a very long period of time. Like, these might be some of my oldest cards I've got. So, other than maybe 2 other decks, I think these are the oldest ones I have. These are very nice. I love the shape on the back because it makes me think it's an S, because my name starts with an S. So I think, oh, they're Sam's cards. So yeah, these I really do like a lot. Okay, so my camera died and I had to, or it didn't die, but it ran out of storage, so I had to delete a lot of stuff on there. So here's my Mandalorian deck by Theory 11. I'm going to give these 9.5 out of 10 just because the box is starting to wear down over time. Not as quickly as other boxes might, but it's still starting to wear down. And I'm currently sitting in a chair, but I'm going to stand up just so I can see if the camera cuts out or not. So yeah, it's gonna kill my legs because weak little legs. I've literally murdered them over time. So Peanuts deck, I really love it. I got these for my birthday, and I love them. I love them so much. I showed these in my electronic card shuffling video. Look at Snoopy. Look at him. I just love these cards so much. They're great. 10 out of 10. No, change that. 11 out of 10. Snoopy da Bomb. Bicycle Jumbo deck with Jasper and Fat Floof on it. Nothing wrong with being fat, but that is a chunky dog right there. So, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because of the pictures on it. If it were just a random Bicycle Jumbo deck without the pictures on it that I put there, it'd probably just be a 9 out of 10, just because I don't have anything against jumbo decks of cards, but you can't put as much detail on it if the pictures are enlarged so you can read them. Another Washington, D.C. deck. Where did I get these? I got them at I think it was a Natural History Museum. Yeah, I got it at the Natural History Smithsonian Museum. And I think these are cool because every single place on here I've been to. So it brings me back memories. I've got a picture of my friend putting the Washington Monument in her backpack. So I'm going to put that on the screen right about now. Look at that. It is so funny to see. We look like total tourists. Next, Theory 11 Avengers deck. Oh, by the way, 8 out of 10. No, 9 out of 10. These are my Avengers cards, and they are super sick. my sister got me these for my birthday because she's great. And yeah, I love them so much. They're very similar to the Mandalorian cards and concepts, and they're great. So, these are 10 out of 10. My dog's deck, I've already featured these in a previous video. I'm giving them 10 out of 10. And why I don't have the puppies deck, I do not know. But I'm pretty sure I've misplaced it somewhere. But yeah, overall, they're very nice cards. More St. Augustine cards. A lot of these have gotten dusty because they've just been sitting on a bunch of drawers in my room. And I have them stacked up in a tower. And I cannot speak today. I would stack all the cards in weird funky shapes, and I will attach a picture of them stacked in a funky shape on the screen now. Look at that. How did I even balance them like that? So, yeah, these are nice cards. I do like them. They're not the smoothest, but for plastic cards, or like plastic coated paper cards, I think they're pretty good. So I'm going to give them a 9 out of 10. Next, we got the bicycle fire cards. I lost these in the auditorium at my school at the start of the spring after school series of after school programs. And like maybe a few weeks before it ended, I found them. And I was so happy because I had never lost the deck of cards before and was devastated when I did because look at these. They're so cool. So yeah, just look at the jokers. Look at the face cards. Like, look at that. I would give these a 10 out of 10, straight up. Just because they are such cool cards. Now, these are my Magic Makers Svengali deck cards because they look like average cards, but if you start here, so I'll show a trick. So these are all different cards, and I'll riffle through the deck. This is hard to do with a band-aid. I'll riffle through and have someone stick their finger in like that. And when they do that, I'll take a peek at their card, and then after they do that, I'll pretend to snap because can't snap with the dang band-aid. Every single card in the deck becomes their card. So, yeah. Basically, every other card is the Five of Hearts. And the Five of Hearts cards are shorter than the regular cards. And when you riffle through this way, they all look like the Five of Hearts. But if you riffle through the other way, they all look different. Now, I've stumped a lot of people with that deck, and it's pretty cool. More bicycle jumbo cards. Don't have to go over those because I already rated them. My sinus cards. Probably pronounced that wrong or right. We'll never know. There's a barcode on these, and someday I'm going to scan it. So anyway, these I got in a mystery box for that I got at the magic shop in New York. And I like these because look at that. It's got a double-sided card and a blank card. Blank cards are good to have because if you do a card fan this way with the blank card on top, if you pull it off right, you can make all the cards in the deck look blank. So that's cool to be able to do. I really gotta speed this up because I'm murdering my phone storage with this chocolate. Okay. Oh, I pulled this off top of the pile, but yeah, after this one, we got one more pile. We're almost there. This is definitely over an hour long now. Probably. Maybe it just now got an hour. But I forget how long the first clip was before it cut out. But yeah. I'm going to scoot these over. Bicycle Stargazer New Moon. These are cool. It's got a double-sided card. Not a lot of bicycle decks have those, so it's good when they do. And I like the colors on these. It's not just your basic red. It's got like a pink. And I like the design on the hearts. Like, bicycle went above and beyond for these. And I'm definitely giving these a 10 out of 10. Now this is going to take me years to edit. Now, Tragic Royalty bicycle cards. These are cool, and I'm going to stop the video and come right back, because for you it's just going to look like a smooth transition, but for me it's going to take me a while because I got to find something. So I'm going to drop the deck like this for the smooth transition. Okay, so you'll notice it's a bit darker in here because, well, the curtains in here are still white, so it's not really 100% dark in here, but I turned off my ring light. And why I did the transition, it was so I could get this, a black light, and that does look pretty neat when I shine it directly at the camera, but it says cards glow under black light. So let's just find a card that looks super sick. It looks a lot cooler in person just because the phone's camera has glare to it. Let's find a face card. Oh, dang, that's cool. So I never really got to fully check out the effect. I was using like a really small, crappy black light. Because if you look at this, it's got numerous different bulbs on it. I was using one that I had taped to a coin battery to look at these with the black light. So I couldn't really see the full effect. But once I got this one, I can see now that it's a lot cooler than I thought. So these are 10 out of 10, and it really reminds me of Tim Burton a lot, just because of his whole style. It reminds me of The Corpse Bride and Frankenweenie. Alright, now, Medieval deck. These are pretty cool. These are made by Elephant playing cards. I've got another deck that I haven't shown yet that are also made by Elephant. I'm going to step into a different room because my guts have had too much chocolate. Good thing you can't smell that. Alright, so I'm killing myself with laughter. I'm just so funny like that. Oh my god. So anyway, these are super sick looking cards. Like, look at that. Look at it. That's pretty cool. Oh, my friend Griff just emailed me because we're such good friends, we stay in contact like that. Oh, these are. Let me turn my ring light back on. Oh, that looks much better. These are 10 out of 10. More invisible cards. Well, the Hoyle ones. Oh, am I opening this from the wrong side? No, I'm not. So the Hoyle ones are pretty cool, but these I think are a lot cooler in terms of invisible cards. Like, look at that. I played a game of Mao with some people in the climbing merit badge thing at Boy Scout camp, and I'm pretty sure every one of us there thought that everyone else could see their cards. So, yeah. These are 10 out of 10, 100%. More Stargazer ones. These are the Sunspot ones. These are really cool. I don't think... It doesn't have a double-sided card, unfortunately, but it does talk about the neat design on the back. So these are a lot like the New Moon cards. I think they're a tad bit smoother than the New Moon ones, but maybe it's just because I've brought the New Moon cards to more places and they're used more. But the Sunspot ones, 10 out of 10, for sure. Alright, guys, you know what's gonna go down. We got the last pile of cards. Now, let me move this over to the side. You got the Bicky Kib cards. From a distance, you definitely think that it says bicycle on it, but nope, it says Bicky Kib. Because it's not your average deck of cards. These are marked cards. So I get someone to pick a card. Look really closely at the card. You can tell right away it's a 10 of hearts. You see the 10? See the heart? 10 of hearts. So, yeah. That's a really cool deck. I would definitely 9.5 out of 10 for the Bicky Kib deck. Only reason it's not 10 out of 10 is because a couple people have noticed that it says Bicky Kib on it, and that ruined the trick. Another Maverick deck. Not gonna talk about that one. Alright, so these are the Bicycle Odyssey deck. This is really sick. It doesn't have the double-sided card, but dang, these are smooth. Like, look at that. Look at this Ace of Spades. Look at it. So yeah, these Odyssey, 10 out of 10. More Star Wars Theory 11 ones. These are blue. The other ones were just black and white. Oh, no peeking at those ones. Cheater. It ruins the surprise. Yeah. Same rating as the other ones. It's basically just the same ones, but in a different color. Maybe, yeah, those are just great. I was going to say I might like them more just because of blue, because that's my favorite color. But, yeah, they're pretty much the same. Bicycle dark mode, I got these at a Walgreens in DC. These are neat, and another bicycle deck with a double-sided card, because you need double-sided cards in bicycle decks. These are really smooth, and I really like technology and science and all that stuff, so I think dark mode is really cool, and it's shiny. The foil on here is shiny, and I like shiny. Alright, so I said I've got a elephant playing cards deck somewhere, and I followed through. This is a Circuit PCB deck, and they're neat. And it even says www.elephantplayingcards.com on the inside. And look at these. These are so cool. There's so much detail on each card. Like, I really like that. So those... Oh, did I rate the dark mode ones? If not, 10 out of 10. Maybe I rated lower. But I'm upping it to a 10 out of 10. And the circuit ones are... those are just going to be 9.5 out of 10. I just wish where it said Circuit PCB was a bit bigger, but overall, those are very nice cards. Now, last but not least, well, actually, I'll save this for later. 50 Greatest Card Tricks by Marvin's Magic. These are pretty cool. I will say it's good for beginners. So yeah, these are just really good. It's a good set for people who are just now getting into Magic, and it does have a deck of cards inside, so that's why I'm counting this. But finally, my artisan deck of cards. This is cool. So, Theory 11, and just look at that. That's super cool. And they're really smooth, and just look at that. That wasn't the greatest, but I love these cards. Look at that. Double-sided cards. Alright, so I'm gonna finish this video right there. Like and subscribe for more magic, and you'll see me in the next one. Bye.